Welcome, friends. My name is Avinash Gorakshekar, and I welcome all of you to another interesting episode of Konexio HighFlyers. Friends, as all of you are aware, these episodes help us understand emerging companies from emerging sectors in a much better way. And we make it a point to talk to the promoters, the top management of such companies, so that we get first-hand information from them and understand their company's business model, their growth journey, their future growth plans. And friends, today we are going to talk about another interesting company which is going to hit the capital market very soon. The company's name is UHM Vacation Limited, and I have the privilege of having the managing director, Mr. Izhar Ahmad. Izharji, welcome to the
Thank
show.
you, Avinash sir. Thank you, and I appreciate for inviting me to interact with you on such events.
Yeah.
Go ahead,
So,
please.
Izharji, pehla sawal, first question, which is very basic. If you can explain to us, what is the broad business model of our company? Or, sir, ये business journey हमने कैसे शुरू की? Was it a first generation effort, or did your father started and then you continued and took it over? Sir, if you can please tell us.
Yeah, of course. Actually, it is my first generation entrepreneurship, and as I graduated from economics honors and master in tourism administration from AMU, then I have started the work globally in Saudi Arabia. I work and I work many places. Then, with modest start in 2009, UHM has started. After this, visiting WTM London, ITB Berlin, and other places, I conceptualized to start the B2B travel aggregations and technology platform developments. And this came to my mind to why not give to small and medium other travel agencies the leverage to go to log in and get all in at one place, and either they are in tier 1 city, tier 2 city, or even they can vertical, they can go on mobile, laptop, everything, and we wanted to give them easy access to the travel aggregation and facilitate to their end customer, but we are facilitating to the travel companies.
Okay. Izarji, abhi thoda, let us understand the various segments where we operate. I think we are into airline, ticketing, we are into hotels and other ancillary services. Sir, thoda sa, if you can give us a brief description, what are the services which we offer to our B2B clients?
See, the travel business, if anybody talking, it is simple. Anybody can talk this airlines, ticketing, hotels, and everything. Of course, main thing what we are putting in travel business is the model of DMC, destination management, plus OTA model, both mixer of this. That's why we are going to the niche areas to give the specializations in air ticketing business like series ticketing, and so a travel agency can get the very special rates on various destinations, and not despite the fluctuation. We monopolize a little bit because we buy in bulk the tickets, then we sell through our platform that's called the series fares, and we also buy and with the location in the hotels rooms, and the agents use that rooms to get the benefits and give to the benefit to their customers, and we give them platform to use our hotel bookings. We offer them to use our villa booking system and furnished apartments, and of course the transportation, which is very important area, which we're giving the instant confirmation to even anywhere in the world. We are giving the instant confirmation from city to city, from airport to hotel, and visa assistance service, and everything is online integrated. So this is
Okay.
the basically we are giving the three services, which is called the airlines, that is the domestic, international, FSC, LCC carrier both, and the accommodation, which is covering the hotels, transportation, hotels, apartments, and villas, and then ancillary services coming the holiday package, visa services, and transportation services, and tours and activities. So these are the three segments. Under ancillary services, there are many sub services are there, and which can you can say it is complete end-to-end services we are providing through the our portal online www.uhm.travel, which we are providing to the agents, travel agents across pan India, pan GCC countries.
So I think, sir, very nice to know. Sir, wanted to know, sir, normally what is the kind of repeat business we have got in our segment? Sir, repeat business percentage mota moti kitna hoga? Like what could be the repeat business? And sir, broadly, how many customers do we normally add every year? Like, your company has grown significantly over the last 3-4 years we have seen. Sir, number of
Yeah.
customers कितने होंगे हमारे मोटा मोटी? I mean, if you can give us an approximate number.
But this is a business of the relationship business. Of course, there's a repeat business is very, very important. If they're whatever the percentage they are spending this month, we wanted to capture more. So that's why we are going to capital market to capture more funds to capitalize more. And the repeat business is very important in our travel trade because relationship and services count a lot. Of course, there's the rates is there, but beside the rates, if the happy customer return and they give feedback, okay, that's why we having our rating is almost 5 stars. So we once
Correct.
they are happy and our sub agent is happy, they come again and they trust our services. Okay, UHM taking the their guest very comfort way, and we give them like hotel confirmation in advance, so there is zero error policy we having. We give them driver numbers in advance, so we take care from very curated part of the holidays. So once they go, they feel home away from home. This is our policy, like to take the guest very seriously, even give them like 3 prior of emergency numbers in case they have any problem. Beside their travel agency, they can reach us, and everywhere, every destination we having very important and very like our partners, collaborative partner. We select them with a lot of R&D, and there we see their vehicles, we see their everything. So accordingly, we select them, and we have got the reputation that UHM is providing the excellent services. That's why we have repeated business, and of
Correct.
course, repeated business is much increasing for
Correct.
UHM.
Okay. Sir, now one more thing I wanted to understand. Ours is a B2B business model. Sir, how many agents do we have as of now? And sir, when you select new agents, what are the broad kind of terms and conditions you have? I mean, do you give say 4 or 5% commission to them? Typically how this industry works. And when you select a new agent, sir, I want to understand what are the qualities which you see in an agent so that can help our company.
See, the every agent, small, medium, or even individual agent, they're very important to us. And there is a quality. Of course, they come in the business means they are having the quality. So we never differentiate big or small or even micro, because we want to uplift every individual agent, travel agents, even the freelancer, even work from home, air travel companies. UHM is never differentiating on the basis of their strength, because we wanted to help through our technology, through our know-how, to get their earning, let them to increase their livelihood, let them have the earning from our help. This is our very basic. That's why we teach them, when we give them training also. So what it is, we are checking if they having proper license like Aadhaar Udyog or some from anywhere, like from ITA or ITO or somewhere, anywhere, or SME, wherever they're having, we accept that, and then we take, if they're working from home or they're having office, they take the address, GST. These are we are taking in proper simple format. We make very simple format, so we don't want allow complexity. We allow simplicity in our business, and we never differentiate big or smaller. We like to go smaller and micro agents to be on our system. That's why UHM we are enhancing our portal, which is like some unique selling point we are putting now in our system, that is called the series fare and the urgent transportation e-visa system. So smaller agents also can benefit, and they can leverage down this business to their clients, and they're happy because this is our main area. Main area is to capture more and more network of the agents. As this business is fragmented business, almost there is a 3 to 5 lakh travel companies, small, medium, micro in India, pan India, and there's a 10,000 more than this in pan GCC. My target with this, going to IPO and this one, that is my aim, to increase maximum numbers through our telecalling, through our simplicity, through our relationship. Through this is the main thing, Avinash sir.
Okay. Understood, sir. Thank you for the reply. Sir, now I want to understand overall what is the opportunity available for UHM Vacation, because you have built this business very beautifully. Sir, tell us in the next say 3 to 5 years, what is the kind of opportunity which you see? Of course, there is competition, no doubt, but considering our surveys, our kind of product of services, sir, how big is the market? Because can we say in the next say 2 to 3 years the run rate for growth is very large and there is no dearth of demand, if that is the case?
See, if we talk about India, of course, the population is the world largest country, in terms of population. Now even smaller airports is coming in Mumbai also there is a two airport came. So there is a lot of opportunity emerging, even a lot of mid-income people having the propensity to consume, and they're traveling a lot domestically, internationally. So travel business having very big potential. Yes, there is a competition, but there is a travel agency cannot afford to be come on very B2B system oriented, technology oriented, because it need the know-how, it's need the time, it's need the branding, it's need the money. So these are the competition.
No, understood, sir. Tell me one thing, sir. In this business, is the business little seasonal? Like the second half is normally better than the first half?
Yeah, of course, any business always seasonal. Any business. So this is the business. Of course, this is seasonal. But if we are operating in various geographical area, like we are operating in GCC countries and India. So when there is a off season in India, there is a high season in GCC countries. That's why we don't feel there is any high season, low season, because we are also putting our efforts to capture the corporate business. And this one BFR means the labor movements is there, ticketing business is there. So business, we never feel that is the high season, low is year round business for us.
Okay. Understood. Sir, now tell me one thing, like in terms of, qualitative aspects, like, of course, there is competition. There are a lot of listed players. There are a lot of private companies in the same business. But, sir, from our side, how do we add value to the customers? Is it in terms of pricing, in terms of service? Sir, 2, 3 qualitative points which you can tell us that how are we
We have
different
two,
from
three.
competition?
That's very important because we are focusing on enhancing our bid bank through the API XMLs. We are enhancing now. We have now 20 API XML integrated. That means we're going to have the almost 10 lakh hotels inventory in our system. Okay, that is at the moment 500,000 hotel already there. So this is one of the best quality that agents can get around the world in one shot. Any just click it, they will get the availability and some are inventory. Second, we are offering the series fare in our system. That is like monopolize air ticketing business. Like if going, for example, Bombay Sarja, and if the dynamic rate is 25,000, we are offering means 10-20% leverage, so they can earn more profits. Our agent can earn more profits on our system. And plus we having the allocations because we are also, as I told you, we are operating as DMC plus OTA model. So we having the very direct contract from the hotels and direct contract from the airlines because we are the ITA also, we having all GDS system. So we having direct contract and our this leverage down to, you can say, trickle down effect to the smaller and medium agents. They get benefit and they get conversion. So this is our 3-4 points we have. Many points are there, but you can ask
No, no,
if you
understood.
have.
Sir, since you spoke about Sharjah, one point which I think all investors would like to know, sir, we have got a large exposure to the GCC countries. In fact, it's a good part, sir. That area is growing. Sir, but in the current scenario, what is your thought? Like in the medium to long term, things will get clear. Now we are hearing that, some solution will emerge in the geopolitical side. Sir, what is your thought? Like next 12 months, hopefully if the situation improves, then will it be back to business as usual?
I will tell you. Actually, this one we are talking about the war or some Middle East problem. People are thinking only UAE. UAE is a very smaller part. Actually, we are focusing Saudi Arabia. They are having huge, almost 10,000 travel agency are there, and every agency knowing UHM. Because I worked 13 years in Saudi Arabia, so I know, and this is my main area.
Okay. Okay. Now, thanks for the clarification, sir. Now, we talk about the financials, sir. Financials have been very good. Last year was, I think, roughly revenue for 25 was around 40 crores, and your profit was almost 7.18 crores. Even in the first 11 months, sir, numbers have been quite good. In fact, we have seen revenue of 45 crores for 11 months and roughly profit of 8 crores. Sir, tell us what has been the reason for this improvement? Like any significant development which has happened in the last 12 months which contributed to this sharp
Yeah,
improvement in the
because
profits?
we focus on MICE business and wedding business also. So this is our very important. Like we are going in events business and group business from the corporate segments, which is our very core area because we are focusing on DMC sides. So corporate like that, if we are having the very good leverage DMC in UAE, Thailand, Malaysia, Singapore, Japan. So that is our, and many more destinations, secret destinations we have. So
Okay.
that's where we nobody having competition because we work out with a micro level. from your restaurant, guides, transportation, buses, hotels, apartments, visa service. So we not allow the competition to be happen, and we win the events in big groups. We handled in past many big groups.
Okay, understood. Sir, now tell me one thing like typically, I think in terms of the IPO, which is the most important question for today, sir, we are going public, so it's a big achievement for you and your team. So you
Thank
will
you.
be now a public limited company. Sir, tell us how much money are we planning to raise from the market and where is this money going to be utilized?
See, the almost we are reaching 36 crore rupees. Okay, and this money basically going to the technology stack. And first, my priority technology stack, then branding, road shows, and exhibition, and of course, there's developing the manpower, infrastructures, and working capital, and there is many more. These are our main area to increase our technology stack and other things, as I
Okay.
mentioned.
Right. Sir, now tell us one thing like in this business, working capital is very important because obviously you have to buy inventory, the hotel booking and all that you got to buy in bulk and then you got to, deploy it with your B2B customers. Sir, tell us normally what is the working capital cycle?
See, the working capital, we are getting the credit from the big bed banks, some giving, 30,000, $50,000, $100,000. Even we having credit. So, of course, same credit line plus our own working capital, we leverage down to our travel companies, and we minimize the gap between what we are getting as from supplier and what we having. So A plus B we are giving to the our agents, and we try to minimize the gap. Like if we are getting for 1 month, we try to give them 15 days. That's why we wanted to maintain very healthy working process.
So that is understood. But sir, one thing which is very clear, from your working capital management is that, the cash flow is not positive. Last 3 years, we are seeing negative cash flow. So what is the reason for
Because
that?
operational reasons, sometimes big inventory we have to buy for the like 100 room, 200 rooms or something for advance purchase. So we keep airline seats we have to buy in huge. It's sometimes it's coming the money utilization like after 6 months like this actual. So it is operational reason. It is not like actual reason.
No, understood. But can we assume that once the company gets money from the public for working capital, can this operating cash flow become positive, hopefully going ahead?
Yeah, yeah, of course, this will be a big jump will be there, and we will try to capture more credit because when our power will once we will be the listed.
Okay. Sir, now one question I wanted to ask you that we have got one related party entity, although the prospectus clearly mentions that you have assigned a non-compete agreement with that. There is a company called Arabian Wonder. Sir, tell us one thing, like you said, UHM is operating on a pan-India basis. We are present all across the country. Of course, Middle East is also a big market for us. Sir, tell us going forward, this private company, what is it going to do? Like, is it going to remain just as a company? Most of the business will be done in the listed entity only?
Actually, Arabian only the subsidiary of UHM Vacation Limited, and because UAE was the 25%. If you see the 2024 figure in of the world tourism figure going from India, 25% going to the UAE. That's why we have established a strong arms, but it will be that's why we established there to contract micro label management like transportation, hotels, and feed to the UHM platform to be one of the unique product USP to offer to our travel company and minimize the competition and maximize the profit to the travel agency. That's our reason to be infuse our subsidiary over there.
Okay. Understood. Sir, last question, Isar sir. Tell us one thing, sir. What is the most important risk in our business? You have managed this business so well. Sir, normally, what is the most important risk which you check every day when you come to office?
See, everywhere there's a risk. Even walking on the road, there is a risk, and risk full of nobody. If not, risk is not like not a problem. Risk is means to keep eyes and analyze and the target what is going to come. So of course, maneuvering your business.
Well, I think very rightly said, sir. I think thank you for your time, sir, and all the best to you and your entire management team. And, sir, best wishes for your public issue also. Thank you very much.
Appreciate, sir, and giving very such a nice and supporting interview. I appreciate. Thank you.
Thank you.